I'm Will Hunter, and you're watching Fake Leaf coverage on the Fake Sports Network. Welcome back, Fake Sports fans. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Will Hunter, and this is my custom league. It's not the regular NHL, and you can check out my custom league rules in the description for context. And with that said, the Leafs were 3 games into this 4th round matchup against the Calgary Flames and have 3 shutouts. Now it's time for Game 4. The Leafs have a chance to sweep the series and move on to the Stanley Cup Finals. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. Playing for Calgary on their forward lines. On the first line is Jake Guentzel, Sergei Fedorov, and Stan Mikita. On the second line is Ilya Mikheyev, Jason Arnott, and Matthew Barzal. On the third line, Ethan Morrow, Pierre LaRoche, and Frederic Rudeau. And on the fourth line is Mark Jankowski, Jake Evans, and Riley Smith. Playing on Calgary's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Vladislav Gavrikov with Tommy Abilene. On the second pair is Ken Daneyko with Matt Dumba. And on the third pair it's Igor Zamula with Brian Campbell. Starting in net is Connor Hellebuck. Gillies Villimer backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Corey Sarich, Blake Lazat, and Eric Holla. Playing for Toronto on the forward lines. On the first line is Marcus Naslund, Eric Lindros, and Lanny McDonald. On the second line is Alexander Burrows, Bobby Clark, and Peter Bondra. On the third line, Zach Hyman, Vincent Danfus, and Glenn Murray. And on the fourth line is Marcus Johansson, Scott Lawton, and Mark Parrish. Playing on Toronto's defensive pairs. On the first pair is Josh Morrissey with Adam Foote. On the second pair, Ivan Provorov with Eric Chernak. And on the third pair is Yusuf Valimaki with Tyler Myers. Starting in net is Dominik Hasek with Artur Shilov backing up. And their scratch players tonight are Jonathan Toews, Damon Hunt, and Nikita Gurbankin.
Welcome back to EA Sports, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. It is a pivotal Game 4 tonight set to go down. Opening face-off just moments away. Every game critical in the postseason. This one no different, and we are underway. Fires it! Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Hellebuck.
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instant. There's no time to put yourself in position. You just react, and if you get there, you get there. What a great job.
Lots of time left in this period. Still looking for our first goal. Feeds it to Guentzel. Sends it deep inside the offensive zone. Angles it over to McDonald. Gaining momentum up along the side. Sends it down low. The Leafs play the puck from the back of the net. And that goes off a body. Hammers it on net. Oh, it was a missile and he stopped it. Calgary's got the puck along the wall. That's just textbook positioning to break up the play. Toronto's playing it from the side. That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass. Barzal's got it in the offensive end. Good use of the body on the play. Right up Main Street and on the attack. The Flames look to start the transition game. Handles the puck. Sent into the far corner. Toronto's got a hold of it along the wall. Oh, he exploded on him in the open ice.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that hit this early in the game. He's trying to send a message and dictate the pace.
And that one's picked off in the neutral zone. The Leafs played along the wing. Here's a pass to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. The Leafs win the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. Denies him with the save. Evans wins the draw inside his defensive zone. The Flames move it in. From the right side, moves it up ahead. Moves it to Clark. Toronto's got the puck against the boards. And it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Still lots of time left here in this frame. We're still scoreless. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Loses his balance on the play. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Campbell. Good reach to the stick to knock the puck away. On the attack along the boards. Denies him!
Hellebuck's movements are outstanding. I mean, he gets to position so quick. He's athletic and he makes a huge save from the slot.
The Leafs have it from their own end. Quick pass to Lindros. They've got numbers. Denies him on the slapper. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Here's a chance. Turns aside the slap shot. Wow. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that got cut up in traffic and goes off a stick. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
And he gives it over to Gavrikov. Feeds the puck to Nikita. Broken up at center. Feed to the middle. And that's stopped. Tenacious battle for the puck along the wall. The Flames scoop it up along the boards. Nikita stick handling in his own zone. Moves the puck along the half wall. Quick feed to Albaldine. Takes the return feed. Slides the puck over. Dumps it in. Calgary's got a hold of it against the wall. And here's a pass to Jankowski. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a blast. Denied by the goaltender.
The medical staff is waiting at the bench here, looking at him to get off the ice, but he is really struggling in significant pain.
Hasek's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Jankowski's not going to be able to go here, James. He's hobbling on one leg, clearly a leg injury, and he's going to make his way down the tunnel with some assistance.
Yeah, I don't like seeing that at all, and, you know, to see him favoring that foot right now, big concern for this squad here going forward. And he takes the dish. From sending it into the attacking area. Reaches out and uses the stick. The Leafs should play it from the defensive zone. Puck is grabbed here at center ice by McDonald. Tries to feed it over to Arnott. Gaining momentum in the offensive end. Oh, love the defensive stick work there to poke that one away. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down.
Hasek's dialed in right now. Just have a look at that last save. I mean, he had to be moving extremely well in his crease to be able to get to position to make that save.
More than half the period period has expired. Still no score in this one. And they win the draw here in their own end. Here's a shot. Big save. Denies him again. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. The Flames win the draw, and they go on the attack here in the offensive zone. Here's a shot.
Oh, Ilya Mikheyev. Calgary scores their first goal of the series.
This is a really smart shot through traffic, James. The recognition of the net front presence and screen, and the goalie drops to the butterfly position. Really tries to make himself as big as possible, hoping that the puck just hits him because he can't see it.
Finally opened the scoring here in the first. Now let's see how both teams respond, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, and I think this is a product of who's playing the game differently and having a different mindset. They started the game, they were hesitant, almost as if you're playing just to keep it close and not to lose. You got to play to win the game, and they've really opened it up in the latter half of this period.
Moves it quickly over to Arnott. Feeds the puck across to Mikheyev. From behind the net. Puts it on goal. And that's off target as it hits a body. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Provorov.
Sometimes when you're winning, you get overconfident and try and overhandle the puck, and this is what follows, a turnover. Coach isn't going to be very happy. You got to game manage, you got to puck manage, and you got to make sure you make the correct play. Sometimes simple is better.
Whacks it into the offensive zone. Calgary's got the puck along the boards. With some open space at center. And the puck is scooped up here into the open ice by Gensel. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. Misses over the net. Battling for it along the boards. What a steal in his own end. The Flames are across the line and into the offensive end. Knocked off the puck. Here's a short pass to Morrissey. The Flames gain possession. Calgary's got it along the wall. Moves it to Lindros. Takes a shot. Grabs him with the glove. And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one. The Leafs have had more shots and more scoring chances here in the first, and yet they still find themselves trailing late in the opening frame. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Late goings of this period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. And they take possession. Nice job tangling him up on the draw. Takes the puck behind the net. The Flames have it against the wall. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds. Great pressure with the stick.
I love the calm and poise to this play. I mean, he's not waving his stick around. He kind of surprises his opponent right here. And it's that catches his opponent off guard and disrupts the play.
Takes the feed up ahead. Muffs the shot attempt. Both teams getting a good sweat on after this first period. We've got lots more in store, and we're coming back with a clean sheet of ice next.
Well, for the first time in this series, the Leafs are trailing after a period. Let's hope they can keep up their possession times, get the shots on net, and get this tying goal.
Fans back in their seats. Teams are on the ice. They're ready to drop the puck here for period number 2. Here we go. Middle frame now underway as the puck drops. All right, Cheryl, what's your interpretation of what you've seen from the first period of action?
The Leafs are trailing in the game by 1, James, and that's tough. It can be deflating when you hold the majority of the possession. They're going to need to convert that possession if they want to get back in this game.
Toronto's had the scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize as they continue to trail. The Flames win the draw here in their own end. Albaline's got it in the defensive end. Quick pass to Gensel. Here they come. Intercepts it in the neutral zone. Quick feed to Lindros. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. And he makes the easy save. Right in the low slot. Oh, it's another consecutive save. Picked up along the boards by Foot. Up along the wing. Rocks him on the play. They put the puck into the offensive end. And he takes the feed. Goes right to the crease. Makes the save, but barely with that one.
It really is amazing to watch him maintain possession of this puck while his opponent is on him. I mean, they're pushing him, they're shoving, they're doing everything they can. But he's resilient. He's got a willingness to his game, but he's also got power. Power, you can see it in his lower half and the balance and coordination it takes to get this puck to the net.
Clark's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Takes the feed. And that's picked off by Chernak. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Calgary's looking to break out. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Calgary's ready to go on the attack. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Feeds it over to Chernak. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Calgary's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And he dodges the poke check there. Takes it from the right side. Moves it quickly over to Clark. Change is coming up front as they send the puck in. Feeds it on over to Mikita. Puck picked up by Arnott. And he had the answer on that one. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Toronto's got to find a way to break on through. They've had plenty of shots on net, and yet they trail here in period number 2. The Flames take possession off the faceoff. Too much congestion in front. The Leafs have it now. Quick pass across to Valimaki. Streaking through center, they go on the attack. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Great use of the body to knock him off the puck. They've got numbers here. The Leafs have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Toronto's got a hold of the puck. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Flames gain control of the puck against the wall. Looking for space inside the D zone. Calgary's got it along the wall. Slides the puck down low. Here's a chance behind the net. Stones him with the blocker. And they'll dump it in. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Gaining speed through center, and here they come on the attack. Here's a short pass to Valimaki. Calgary's got possession of the puck. It's a straight-up race for the puck. The Leafs ready to go on the attack. Moves it to Lindros. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Hellebuyck. Past the halfway mark of this period, the Flames have taken a 1-0 lead. Off the face-off, they take the puck. Calgary's got it in their own zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Throws it in. Works it across to McDonald. From along the boards, moves the puck ahead. Takes it into the slot, and he makes the save with ease. Feeds the puck to McDonald. Here's a shot. Denied by the puck stopper. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. The Leafs have had a lot of scoring opportunities, but they continue to trail here in the second. The Flames win the draw on their own end. And now he angles Plays it across to Mikheyev. From the back of the cage with the puck. Shuts him down.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
Sends a pass over. Shot! And he was ready for that one. Oh, he blocked him!
Oh, that's got to feel terrible, James. I mean, he finished his hit right through his chest.
Here's a shot! Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Feeds it across the ice to Morrissey. Handles it again. Dishes it off. And that's deflected off someone in front. Off the wall and right to the stick. Nice play. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Takes a shot. There's a save by Hellebuyck.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
The Flames move the puck in the defensive zone. And he takes the feed. Oh, they telegraph the pass, and he picks it off. Lumps the puck back into the neutral zone. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Drives to the crease. Calgary's got the puck along the wall. McDonald's gaining momentum. Quick shot. Oh, what a stop with the blocker by Hellebuyck. Moves the puck. Looks to pass it to Goudreau. Looks to get the puck over to Campbell. Toronto's got possession here in the neutral zone. Picked up along the wall by Hyman. Here's a chance to the middle. And he denies that great opportunity there. Puck exits the zone. Sends the pass over. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. Quick pass to Mikheyev. Nice zone entry from the middle. We got a whistle as the puck goes out of play.
Everything is exasperated in the playoffs, right? It's bigger, it's grander, and every single play matters. So when you listen to a hit like that, it sends a message, and it pulses through your entire team.
The Leafs seem almost a little frustrated out there as we near the end of the second period. They've had plenty of chances, just cannot convert. And off the draw, they win the faceoff. Toronto's on the attack. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. The Leafs take possession in the neutral zone. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Gives them nothing in front.
Hellebuyck's found his rhythm here, James. Looking real nice in his crease, the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
Play set to resume with the face-off ready to go. Clark's won the face-off, and now let's see what they can do. And a great save! And there's the horn bringing an end to period number 2. Still 20 minutes more of action in the third. Stick around.
Well, the Leafs kept Calgary off the board that period. But they're still looking for this tying goal. Let's hope they can find it in the third.
Time to drop the puck here in period number 3. They have dropped the puck here in the third. All right, partner, what's your take on what you've seen here tonight?
Toronto's got to take some risks here in the third period, but doesn't need to happen right away. They've got 20 minutes of leg room here, if you will, James. They've had a strong game. They've owned possession. They've got to give themselves some poise and patience with the puck to drive the paint and get some quality chances on net.
Saucer pass. Taken by Makita. Calgary's got it in their own zone. The Flames played along the boards. Feeds it down low. And they continue to fight for that puck along the wall. Tries to get the puck over to Foot. Takes the feed. Long reach breaks up the momentum. From the left side, takes it at center. And he sidesteps the check there. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. Slides it diagonally to Lindros. Puck scooped up by Campbell. Grabs it in his own end. Oh, he came to bring the physicality tonight. Broken up with a little physicality. The Flames will play it in their own end. Great extension on his part to poke it away. Toronto's in transition. Sends it in deep. Toronto's got the puck against the wall. Huge steal in his own end. Steps inside the attacking zone down the left wing. Quick feed to Burrows. Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Toronto's looking to break out of their own end. Burrows has the puck against the half wall. And that's picked off in the defensive end. Scrum along the boards as they battle for the puck. Scooped up along the wall by Murray. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. And they come up with possession off that battle. Handles the pass from the right side. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Toronto's got it against the boards. Shot! Standing tall with the save. Toronto's ready to go on the attack. Play is blown dead with the offside.
There's always certain players that know when something needs to happen in a game. Listen, they're trailing in this one, and you have to be aware of how you can ignite your team. Well, that is a huge hit, and you can see just in the response that it elicits from the bench.
The Leafs have had more chances offensively, but they have not been able to convert trailing here in this third. Lawton's won the draw at center. With possession along the wall. Calgary's gained possession along the boards. The Flames cross the blue line and are on the attack. From the left side, moves it up ahead. Shot! And that goes off a body. Moves it quickly over to Goudreau. Shot! Glove save made by Hasek.
Halifax doing a great job tonight of showing that goaltending comes in waves. Sometimes you're quiet, and then all of a sudden it gets really busy. But making the big save at the right time is critical. And he has been a foundation, a real strength of this group right now.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Calgary's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. Way too much congestion blocks that.
Well, he's definitely not at 100%, really banged up out there, but he wants to continue to compete, James. He's not looking to get off.
Trying to clear. Loose puck, and they're off to the races. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-up at the other end. The setters will glide into the dot. The Flames take possession off the face-off.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Angles it over to Mikita. And now he moves it to Smith. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Murray. And down he goes as the puck goes free. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Past the midway mark in this period. 1-0 the score. The Leafs win the draw. Myers takes the puck. Puts it in deep. Taken along the wall by Hyman. Calgary's got the puck in their own end. Through the neutral zone now, picking up steam. Tries to feed it over to Hyman. And he totally whiffs on that one. Fires it on net. And just got a piece of it to keep it out. Toronto's been the better team tonight, in my opinion, but still, they trail here in the third period despite having the advantage in shots. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Handles it along the blue line. Beautiful stop with the glove. Hellebuck's got it, and the officials blow the play dead.
Well, and this is a smart play. He's been dialed in all night and recognizes that he doesn't want his team to make any mistakes. The safe play sometimes is to hold on.
Toronto's won the face-off. Great poke check on the reach. Makes the save. The Flames look to start the transition game. Slides it on over to Nikita. Grabbed along the boards by Gensel. What a steal in his own end. Toronto's got the puck. Along the side, here they come through the neutral zone. Picked up along the boards by Lindros. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Great cross-ice pass. Quick pass across to Evans. Puck grab by Danico. Oh, and a great hits up play to force the turnover by Lindros. The Leafs carried along the wall. Big stick save by the goaltender. Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. And the goal's got him in the wrong end. There's a hit right there. And tries to make a diagonal pass to McDonald. Reads the pass perfectly and takes it off. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on.
Toronto's player who was injured earlier in the game will not be returning now. James, we just received the update. Difficult time for this team. Let's see if they can regroup and get it done.
All right, thanks for that, Pounder. Definitely the curveball they weren't looking for in this one. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Takes the pass. Toronto's got control of it now from their own end. Morrissey's gained the line and on the attack. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Burrows picks up the puck. Sent in deep and the forwards will go to the bench. Off a stick and they can't connect. Blocked in traffic. Calgary's got the puck. Across the line from center. Uses the force on that hit. The Flames have it in the offensive end. From the opposite point. And he loses control of the puck. And he grabs the loose puck.
Go.
Here's a short pass to Mikheyev. And he coughs it up with the pass.
Gotta have a move there.
The inside the defensive zone. Directed over to Mikheyev. Calgary's got the puck against the half wall. And he makes the save there. Back at the point, he set it up and makes the save. Less than a minute to go now here in regulation. The Flames take possession in the defensive end. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Gets the puck over to Murray. That's dumped in, and they'll get a fresh set of legs out on the ice. And he takes the pass. Works it across to McDonald. Puts it on net. Toronto's emptied the net. The extra attackers now out on the ice.
Come on, hit him. Hit him.
He's through towards the empty net. Scores into the empty net.
This was right in my wheelhouse, James. These were the type of moments that I played in, and everyone can take a breath now that the insurance marker has hit the 4x6. That's a strong effort all the way around. Stingy defensively at the end of the game, and they're able to get that empty netter, and it's the dying minutes here, James. It should seal the deal. You can see the frustration on the coach behind the bench here. His team didn't come ready to play, and nothing he says or does makes a difference right now.
Calgary's empty net goal has pretty much widened the gap to a point where this should be elementary from here on in.
Yeah, that should do it. I mean, they put themselves in this position, right? They got the lead late in the game, and they found a way to finish it off. But man, oh man, that was a really nice play to convert on the empty netter.
Toronto's been very active offensively tonight, but they just have not been able to finish on their scoring chances here late in the third. The Leafs will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Shuts the door with a great save. Calgary's got the puck in the defensive end. Wide open net. Misses. Scores. An empty net goal.
You're trying to push and create something with the extra attacker, and you know that you get the extra advantage, but unfortunately, it doesn't work out. It goes the other way. Now you can see the body language on them, James. The dying moments of the game, and they're able to get the empty net goal. Everyone can take a deep breath here, as that should do it.
And that'll close the book on this one as the final horn sounds. And with the win, they stave off elimination and live to fight another day. And Cheryl, this is the only time I've ever used the term stave.
Stave. Well, I'm glad you used it, though, James, because that's exactly what happened. They're still in this series. Listen, they got a long way to go. This is a mountain to climb, but they got to be present. They can't look any further ahead than the next game. If they can get it to 3-2, I'm telling you, their opponent's going to feel it. They're going to feel the pressure of them coming.
Well, the game might be done, but these playoffs are far from over. We've got more playoff intensity just around the corner. For Cheryl Pounder, I'm James Cybulski. Good night, and we'll see you next time.
Well, 4 games, 4 shutouts. Just not the shutout we were looking for. It's Calgary stays off elimination, forces Game 5. Even though the Leafs outshot Calgary 33-19, outhit them 34-19, have more time to attack, better pass percentage, faceoffs are even at 16 apiece, and there are no power plays called in the game. For the box scores for Toronto, there was no scoring. And Hasek made 16 saves on 17 shots, 1 goal allowed for a .941 save percentage. For Calgary, had Matt Dumba with 2 assists, Fedorov with an assist, Mikita with an assist, Barzal, Mikheyev, and Gensel with goals, and Danico with an assist. And Hellebuyck was a perfect 33 for 33. And your 3 stars of the night are Ilya Mikheyev, Matthew Barzal, and Connor Hellebuyck. But even with the loss, the Leafs still lead the series 3-1. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game. As the series heads back to Toronto, the Leafs have a chance to clinch it in Game 5 of this 4th round matchup with the Calgary Flames.